It's an AMD, I'm afraid, Nigel.
Right.
You don't like AMDs, do you?
Not really, Bernie, no. Hello folks, got a bit bored of tech donations. I actually want to build something. Haven't built anything for a few weeks now. The last build we did was Bernie built that one, I think. We had this one come in. It's a nice pretty little box. Steve found this one. It's got an Athlon X4 8600K overclocked to 4 gigs. So it's already overclocked. Currently got 8 gigs of DDR3 in there. And it's alright. It's an alright, you know, it looks alright, doesn't it? The trouble is, and I'll show you this, it's got an AMD Radeon HD 6870, 1 gig on there. It's not really up to the job, is it? Steve bought that card in there for £2.50, I believe, $3, just to make a very low-end gamer. I mean, originally we were going to call it the CS-GO Gamer. It would just about play Counter-Strike, but really we want to uplift it, put something better in it. I'll just show you inside. So it's looking pretty. Wind power, I think that's got to is that 460, something like that. Nice cooler on there. Now I am not an AMD person when it comes to CPUs, very much Intel. The card back in its day was alright. AMD, well, ATI Radeon HD 6870. That's past its best, long past its best now. So that's going to come out. What am I going to put in there? Bernie's been busy. What are you doing, Bernie? What are you doing, Bernie?
Stripping down this computer, giving it clean. Someone would like a games computer. Came in the week, so this machine has come in, so giving it a strip down and a clean.
What have we got then?
It's an AMD, I'm afraid, Nigel.
Right.
You don't like AMDs, do you?
Not really, Bernie, no.
No.
What is it?
It's an Athlon X4 860K, and it's been clocked to 4 gig.
Is it? So it's came in overclocked already, did it?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh.
And it came in with
HD 6870. Right.
Now, this was clogged with dust, so we've given that a good clean out and a re-gunk.
Ah. It's called the CS-GO Gamer now, with a Athlon X4 860 overclocked to 4 gigs. It hasn't got 16 gigs of RAM in anymore. We had to rob that for something else, Steve. So it's now got 2 4 gig sticks in it. The fly on the ointment at the moment, although Steve did pay £2 for that card, so we're grateful for the fact that it has got a graphics card in it, but it'll just about play CSGO, but not much else really. So that's the first one. I want to build another one as well. A guy came in a couple of days ago actually, looking for a reasonable mid-range gamer. He wants Intel, so the AMD is out. So I thought we'd look again at the HP Prodesk 400. This is the G2. The difference between the G1 and the G2 frames is that the case opens the wrong way. So your motherboard sits upside down. Here we are. So your CPU is down the bottom and your graphics card's up the top. That does mean that the graphics card fan will be upwards and not below. So that case isn't great, but the contents of this is an i5 4570. I think it's got 16 gigs of RAM in this. So the basis of it is brilliant, and as you know, we've made some HP Prodesk 400 Fortnite gamers before with that. So I'm going to be liberating the contents of that, possibly putting it into this. This is a very cheapy Zoo Storm case that came in a right old state. So I've been cleaning it up a bit. Got the case opening on the correct side. Standard, traditional. Put all the contents in that, I think. That's what I'm going to do. That's the plan. Now, graphics cards. Let's have a look on eBay. I've just put a bid on eBay for an R9 280. Current bid price is 27 as we speak. It's got another couple of days to run on that. We'll see if we've got any luck on that. We'll come back when that's finished. See how we get on, eh? Result! I won the bid. Now, that was I put in my highest bid of £46 sterling UK. Don't know what that is in dollars. I put it on the screen, and euros. So the highest bidder went to 45. My highest bid was 46, and I won it, and a £5 postage. So that's all right. That's the going rate for the R9 280. Whilst I was on eBay, I thought I'd see if there's any other R9 280s. So I actually bought one. I bought another R9 280, but not on auction, on just to buy it now. 40 quid that was. It was less than the other one. So I've got two boxes here. I don't know which is which. Clearly it's not the Radeon RX 580 that's on there. So we'll do a bit of unboxing, shall we? So let's unbox the RX 580. Not. See which one this is. So these arrived yesterday in the workshop. Let's see what we get. Eh? I'll keep the box for our display, as you can see. Nice display behind us. I think I'm just in a shot here. Right, this is the VTX. The truth is, I've never heard of a VTX brand, but it is the R9 280. I don't think it's the 280X. I didn't want the 280X because it's a bit more power hungry. You don't really get a lot more. It just runs a bit hotter. So that is our R9 280. One down, one to go. Let's have a look at this one. And what box this one's in. Ooh. 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 This is in a Radeon R9 280 box. What is it? It's an MSI. MSI Radeon R9 280 in its original box, it looks like. Excellent. Excellent. Let's have a look. Right. Oh, and the usual thingy. Ooh. Got the original bits. That's good. Oh, the guy kept all the bits. SLI bridge in there as well, and the disc. Right, here we go. There it is. The MSI R9 280. Is it the X? Hope not. Hope not. That's alright, isn't it? Brilliant. It's got a 6-pin and an 8-pin power adapter. That does present a little bit of a problem here. Let's get a close up on that. Okay, that has a DVI, two, I think those are mini display ports, and what looks to be, is that a mini HDMI? Or standard HDMI outputs. Oh, let's put that back in there. Before we get into the nitty gritty of this video, if you can enjoy this, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube video, check out our Facebook page, there it is right there. Click the little bell icon so you get notification of new videos. What else am I going to put in this box? Well, I ordered some more stuff from our good friends at Novatech. Just arrived. What's in these? Let's have another look. It's the first time I've actually spent some money for a number of months now. We're always on a restricted budget, being a charity computer and laptop recycling place. Air in the box. So I've ordered a number of solid state drives. Gigabyte 480. Two of those. Actually going to put those in some quite high spec laptops we've had in. For these gamers, I'm putting in a 240 gig Kingston A400. Used these before. Cheap. 29 quid I think. Something like that. Free delivery. Got 4 of those for various other things. So 2 of which are going to go in the Zoo Storm and the other one in the that white thing, AMD thingy. Make 2 decent gamers. Now these are going to be aimed at Fortnite, Apex Legends perhaps, COD, you know, that sort of mid-range gaming, playing at medium settings, perhaps on 1080 or perhaps even 1680 by 1050 panels. They'll be cheap, not sure the total price of these. Let's start building. The board is out of the HP Prodesk 400. There it is, with the i5 4570. So our Zoo Storm case has standoffs already, so I think we can offer it up. So let's do that. Let's offer it up. Aha. Ah, I/O shield. Take the I/O shield out of the old case. There is the I/O shield, the I/O shield, input-output shield. That's coming out. Should have done that, Nige. Okay, here's the I/O shield. Let's put it around the right way, Nige. Which way are we going in? That way. That way. The one thing we are losing doing this is the USB 3 front headers, because this Zoo Storm case doesn't have any USB 3 headers on this. So it's going to be swings and roundabouts really on what we gain and what we lose. Right, let's try again. Let's offer it up. Ooh. There we are. Offered up. Sitting okay. Just need to put some screws in the motherboard, keep that in place. I just thought I'd re-gunk it and realise this has got an i5 4590S in there. That'll do. That's alright. Okay, the power supply in the HP 400 is woeful, totally inappropriate for this, with this card in here. So I've ordered from our good friends at Novatech a Cooler Master Watt Lite 500. That's got two 8-pin power adapters on that for the PCI Express. So I'm using that. In our Zoo Storm case, here is the Cooler Master 500 watt power supply that's going in there. That's the baby. That's got lovely, you know, it's not a modular power supply. It's not even semi-modular, but it has got two 8-pin PCI Express headers on it, and it is bit quality. That's all right. That's going in now. Well, the power supply is in. 24-pin motherboard connector is on, 4-pin CPU, all my front headers are on. It's a shame the USB 3 header is not currently used. There's the front panel header there, sorted that out. Just need to do some more bits and pieces. In with the Kingston A400 240GB SSD. SSD is in a little tray. I've also put a 1TB Seagate drive in there for storage, for games storage. So that's going in there. It just needs to be connected up. Now I'm not entirely happy with this here. This fan, I haven't got any fans that have 4-pin headers on them that fits onto here. So for now I've just stuck in this fan 2-pin onto a Molex. I shall solve that at another time. There you go. Cable management, not great, I must confess, but it's in. What's next, Nige? After a bit of deliberation, I've decided to put the MSI R9280 into the Zoo Storm. So let's offer it up, as I like to say. I'll give that a little bit of a clean first. Okay, let's offer it up, shall we? As I like to say. Let's offer it up. Offering up. Offering up. Satisfying clunk. I think we're in. I think we're in. Yep. We are in. There it is. The MS-R9280. Looking very nice in there. Secured on the back panel there. That's what it looks like at the back. 6 and 8-pin on. Had to bend over the top a bit here just to be able to get the side casing on. Right, I think we're nearly there, Nige. That was a quick build, done, not tested, but put it all together. So here it is. I've also put a card reader in here as well. I've moved the DVD down one. Not that people use DVDs, but I couldn't bridge one SATA string with 3 SATAs on it to that and the 2 internal drives. So here it is. There's the back panel. There's our R9280 in there, and our new Cooler Master power supply. That is all ready to test. The only thing I'd like to do is I'd like to put a bit of an LED in the front, a bit of RGB maybe, because it has got a space for one nice big fan in there, but I don't have any one, so we might have to buy something. Anyway, let's fire it up, shall we? Ready? Here we go. Stand clear. Right then. Take two. Engage. Right, it's not working. I've had to take the old on-off switch from the HP Prodesk original box to see if I can get it working that way. That's not it. That's it. That one. Right, here we go. Yeah, right, we're on. We're off. We're on. Front USB not connected. Well, of course it isn't. Oh. Front USB not connected. It's not going to be one of these HP peculiarities that you've got. It needs to have its pins and things done right. Oh, that'll be the USB 3 it's asking for, I expect. Right, let's see which is the front. So I'm going to trace this. So I'm going to trace this through. I'm tracing the one through. Comes on these two little white wires, and it's coming through to these two here, which is the second and third, the second and centre pin on there. Second and centre. Second and centre. Okay, after tracing that through, I put the front header on the correct terminals, and I got a worker. I've got a worker. Still thinks the front USB 2 is not connected. Is that USB 2? I've had to just temporarily put on the USB 3 header. So it's hanging off here at the moment. That's cleared the error, the warning message. I've actually got progress. Should really turn that off in the BIOS somehow, maybe.
BIOS is gone.
There's been a bit of progress since I started filming the other build. We're back to the white case here. The guys yesterday swapped the power supply in and put another Cooler Master Watt Lite 500 that we got from our good friends at Novatech, and the other R9 280. Is that the VX? Was it VXF, FXV, or something like that?
Something like that.
So that's gone in there, and it's all looking very nice. We're just about to run some benchmarks, Bernie, aren't we? I think.
Yes.
Oh, let's go, let's go. Running the usual Heaven benchmark against our growing list of other benchmarks for our cards that we've building, and we shall be putting this R9 280 in there somewhere very shortly. Heaven has run, and I think it's the VFX R9 280 anyway has done it at 70 FPS, so that's in line with the the GTX 960 and the overclocked R9 270 from my old PC, I think that one was. So it's performing well, I think. Be a nice little mid-range gamer. It's arrived. Got problems with that USB 3 front header, complaining in the BIOS. Well, I ordered a USB 3 front panel header. eBay. How much was it? £5, I think. And it says £3 postage on it, so it must be only £2 worth. Right, Bernie, have you got an implement? Aha. Thank you. Right, let's quickly have a look at this. That's long enough. Well, there it is. What is it? It's two USB 3s and two USB 2s. I thought they were 4 USB 3s on the picture, so not entirely accurate. But get it plugged in, fire it up, see if the BIOS still complains about it. That's going to go in the front, I think. In there, maybe. It's not successful. Still got that on-screen message. I've got it plugged in here into the USB 3 header, but it doesn't like it. It only likes the proprietary HP one that came with the box. Very, very annoying, Bernie, eh?
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna have to come up with something. Well, folks, I've got to say I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that the HP USB 3 header is a special proprietary header specific to HP. This is on the HP Prodesk G2, that all the contents went into this Zoostorm case. I can't use this now. I can't overcome it. I don't know how to do it. I've tried all sorts of things in the BIOS. I've done a BIOS update. I've switched all the USB ports off on the BIOS, and it's still not working. That means that this cheapy USB 3 header that I bought from eBay can't be used in here either. Well, you will use that for something else. So I've decided that I've faffed around with that enough now. I'm just going to leave that for now. I'm actually going to build an HP Prodesk G1, which we've built many times before, as you'll see from our videos. This has got the same board in there, except for, I'm going to keep it in the G1 case. I'm going to change the power supply on, take the graphics card out of there, stick it in there, job done. So unfortunately this video has not turned out the way I'd hoped it to be done. So we'll just go and quickly do a build on this and move on.
Win some, lose some.
Yeah, win some, lose some, Bernie. About an hour and a half later, I've now put the R9 280 into the HP Prodesk 400 G1. Everything fits so much better and so much easier in here. So if you're looking for an HP Prodesk 400, make sure you get the G1. Don't get the G2. Stick it all straight in there. Look. Okay, so the PCI Express power connectors was pretty tight up against the top of the lid. Only just fit in there. I've replaced the CD-ROM with a card reader. Thus, there it is. This has got an i5 4570 in here. We've built a few of these. Much better all round. Let's fire it up. Okay, moment of truth. Let's fire it up, Bernie.
Fire it up. Doesn't work. What have you forgotten?
Well, it's obvious. I've forgotten to turn it all on, haven't I? Yeah, that's better. Take two. F10. Straight in. Okay. System information. Here we are. i5 4570. 16 gigs of DDR3 in there. Both slots filled. Windows 10 going to go on that. Nice clean build now. Do you know what? It all goes together so much easier in there. Here we go, the MSI Radeon R9 280 3 gigs performing at 71.6 FPS. That's better than our other R9 280, marginally.
Well, this video didn't turn out as I expected it initially. The Zeus Storm case has now just got the motherboard in. I stripped everything else out of it. It's all gone into the HP 400 G1. It's a G1, not a G2. G2. So there we go. Hope you've enjoyed that. Funny sort of video, wasn't it? Thanks for watching. See you next time.